Plenty of ground to cover in your Sunday video report coming up in just a moment. Two more free selections, 41 and 28 run with those free plays, including 4-1 the past couple of days after cashing in on Saturday with St. Louis. Free plays and in-depth previews coming up in just a moment on your late game between Arizona and Houston and your early game between Cincinnati and Milwaukee, plus a money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you money on today's purchases as well, plus a rundown of who's hot and who's not. But first and foremost, the charity play of the week won again yesterday. I turned to Chris Jordan, guys, and Chris Jordan delivered with his second biggest play of the season, 600-star winner number 7 out of 8, winning day number 16 out of 20, and the Pittsburgh Pirates delivered the victory 5-1 over the Miami Marlins. Now, I got to be honest with you guys. Yesterday was a situation where I was either going to go with Scott Delaney or Chris Jordan as the charity play of the week selection. Scott Delaney had a big play as well yesterday, 75-dime winner number 5 out of 7, and he had just hit a 100-dime play, you may recall, on Friday. He had the Detroit Tigers yesterday, which turned out to be a winner. But since I had my best bet on the Pittsburgh Pirates last night, and I just thought head and shoulders it was the best bet on the board, that's the reason you got Chris Jordan as a charity play of the week. So believe me when I tell you, Tigers were the early game, and when they cashed easily for Delaney, you better believe that I was sweating it last night, hoping the Pirates came through, since I put my own opinion on the line with Chris Jordan's to bring the charity play of the week. Because this is a program I started back in March, and it means a lot to me, guys. It's something that I believe we do a little greater good here in gambling. And listen, yesterday I gave you a play that would have cost you $65 if you had purchased it on your own. I give it to you for free. You know the deal with the charity play of the week selection. I give you the play. We absorb the loss here at the site. And the handicapper, of course, loses his own personal sales, commissions, revenue, etc. But in return, I hope that it wins. And then I put up a link to an organization, a family, something charitable, and ask you on the honor system to then go ahead and literally pay it forward. And that is the case once again today, thanks to Chris Jordan winning. Today, guys, I picked a family, not that I know them, in the South Florida area, outside of Tampa, Sandy and Preston Honeycutt. Back in December of 2009, their daughter, Janelle, was struck by an automobile while trying to cross a busy highway down in their area, very close to their home. She suffered a traumatic brain injury. The subsequent surgeries, you can imagine the non-stop rehabilitation over the past 2.5 years has just totally left the family financially strapped. In fact, both the mother and the father had to quit their jobs to become their daughter's 24/7 caregiver, because unfortunately the daughter did not have medical insurance at the time of the accident. When it rains, it pours. They tried to sell their house via the short sale route. You know what the economy is like. You know what the housing market is like. They were unable to do so, so their house was foreclosed upon just recently. So, homeless, broke, responsible for caregiving, living in a hotel, trying to find adequate space to continue the rehabilitation of their daughter, who is in and out of rehabilitation hospitals as well. I think that all of you would sympathize with that and empathize when I say that I think if any of us were in the same situation for a loved one, we would do the exact same thing, putting their needs and their desires over and above everything else that we have going on in our own lives. That's why I went ahead and I chose this particular family as the charity play of the week recipient today. Right underneath the video, you can scroll down. You'll see the first link is to the GoFundMe site, where if you hit the donate section, you can make a credit card donation to them. Then further down, there are a couple of links, one to a Tampa newspaper, I think it is, or a TV station that has a story about the family, and also their Caring Bridge site, where the mother updates over the past 2.5 years, their experiences, their, well, mainly downs, not necessarily ups, during this whole situation. Now, listen, guys, again, I don't know who you are. I don't know who bought the play. I don't know whether or not you're going to make a donation either. I would guess, I'm just going to take a guess. I'll bet you 25% of you maximum probably make donations. And I'm not telling you to make donations of thousands of dollars. I'm just asking you to make $1, $5, whatever you can afford. That's the whole point of this. I give you a play for free. I know you're probably gambling with it. I know you're going to make money on it if it wins. And I'm looking for you to do the right thing in return. That's how it is. But it's the honor-based system, total anonymity. I don't know who you are, what you do, whatever. When you go to that site, the one thing I will ask you again, when you make a donation, please do not mention my name. Do not mention the site's name. We're not doing this. I do not do this for publicity. I do this for the good. So if we can be like quiet little angels and help people that need help, that's a great thing. And let me tell you something, guys. In terms of picking this, handicapping is a piece of cake compared to the 2 hours I spent going through this site, the GoFundMe site, where there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people needing help, and other sites like this. I mean, I hope you realize I spend a couple of hours going through these, reading about the families, reading about their needs. It's the worst feeling in the world to sit here, I got to tell you, and play God, going, well, I'm going to go with this one instead of this one. I mean, today, I can't wait till the next charity play of the week, and I hope it wins too, because there is a woman in her mid-30s who has a very bad form of MS what's the Jerry Lewis? MDA, muscular dystrophy, that wasn't expected to live past 2. She's 35 years old. Her handicapped accessible van broke down, bit the dust. She's trying to buy a used one that she can get retrofitted. She's been stuck homebound for 6 months. She needs like another $5,000. I can't wait till the next charity play of the week and hope that wins as well, so I can do something good for that person. I don't know these people, but neither do you. That's why it's called charity. So anyway, all the information is there. Let's see, what else I got to talk to you about before getting into your free picks. Listen, guys, Chris Jordan. Jesus, I don't know what more I can tell you about this guy. He's won 16 of the past 20 days. He's the #1 baseball handicapper at this site over the past 3.5 years, going back to the 2009 season. $1 players have won $14,212. This year alone, this baseball season alone, 4 months of the season, not even, they've won 5,113 days. You may see today, he again has his biggest release of the season, a bigger play than yesterday's 600-star winner, 1,000-star winner, number 4 out of 5 this year, is rivalry game of the year selection. I'll also make you this type of offer too. If you're interested in Chris's packages, guys, listen, you can save $100 off the purchase of his 30-day package by using this coupon code 100CHRIS, 100CHRIS, no space between 100 and the word Chris. 100CHRIS gets you $100 off the purchase of this guy's 30-day package, which gets you all his action for the next 30 days, preseason football and baseball. The normal price, let's see, it's $369. That's the price it was 4 months ago, guys. I don't change the prices. So you could get it for $269 for 30 days of his action. Or if you'd like to save $250 on the purchase of any 60-day or longer package, use the coupon code 250CHRIS, 250CHRIS, 250CHRIS. So a 60-day package is $679. 60 days. We're talking the beginning of the NFL regular season, college football regular season, NFL preseason, the rest of his baseball plays, which have been just, what a money-making thing for him in baseball. 60 days of service, $679. Boom, take $250 off. You're knocking it down to $429 for 60 days of action. What's that, $8 a day? So, again, 100 Chris saves $100 off a 30-day purchase. 250 Chris saves $250 off of any 60-day or longer purchase of Chris Jordan. If you have any questions, you can always email customer service. If you're currently involved with Chris Jordan, you want to extend your package, go ahead, guys. Use the money-saving discount coupon codes. The extra days will be added to your current package. It'll extend it out further. If you have an instant rebate that's applicable, it'll be applied as well. So check it out for Chris Jordan. Now, listen. One more coupon code here to drive you crazy today. If you'd like to save $11 off a single purchase of any handicapper at the site today, Just use this one, July 11. July and the number 11, no space between it. July 11 will save you $11 off a single purchase today. Let me get to your free picks, guys. First of all, I'm going to go with Arizona at even money at home on the run line against Houston. I almost forgot who they were playing. What can I say about the Astros? I mean, they're 10-40 on the road. They've lost 20 of their last 22 on the road. They've lost 8 of 9 on this current road trip. They've lost 18 of their last 20 games overall, which means, of course, today they won 17-3. Duh. Let's hope not. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks are going with Josh Collymenter, who's being returned to the starting rotation. He was in it briefly because of injuries, but then they decided to go with Trevor Bauer. I told you this kid, rookie, promising. He was running some high pitch counts. I happened to be in Phoenix when they were talking about his success at AAA Reno and about how he was probably going to get called to the minors or majors pretty soon. And he made 4 starts. They lost 3 of them, and he ran high pitch counts in 3 of those 4 starts. So he's out of the rotation, back to the minors. Collimenter's back in. He had a 1-0 record with like a 2.03 earned run average in his last 3 starts after a horrendous start. Remember, he had a great rookie season a year ago. Jordan Lyles is going for the Astros. I mean, nothing but negative numbers I can tell you about them, about Lyles. The Astros are 2-10 in his starts this season. He is 0-4 with a 6.81 earned run average in 7 road starts this season. Not surprising because he's 0-8 with a 6.59 earned run average in 15 career road starts. And this is the most incredible number. The Astros have lost the last 14 of those 15 road starts by Jordan Lyles. I mean, look what the Astros just did yesterday with all those trades. J.A. Happ gone, Brett Myers gone. I mean, they basically just keep reloading, rebuilding. They don't have a lot of talent. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks have scored 34 runs in their last 4 games, winning 3 of them. They've won 5 straight at home, seeking their second 6-game home winning streak of the season. They've scored 42 runs in those last 5 games, so I'm going to go with Arizona on the run line here. Now, the other play, I'm going to go with the Reds and Johnny Cueto, who I used as a 5-dime play in his last start, which was a win. He's 2-0 with a 2.53 earned run average in 5 home starts against Milwaukee, as the Reds look to complete the 3-game sweep of the Brewers. Let's see. He pitched against Arizona on Tuesday. Strong outing. 2 days delayed because he had a blister on his pitching finger, but didn't bother him that much. Gave up 4 hits and walked 4 in 6 scoreless innings. Mike Fiers is going for the Brewers. I mean, this guy has come out of nowhere. 2-0 in 3 road starts with an earned run average under 1. But the Brewers have lost 3 of his last 4 starts, and they've only scored a total of 2 runs in those 3 losses. What can I tell you overall? Reds have won 10 of their last 12 games. They've won 9 of their last 12 at home. Which ironically, that streak started with a 3-game series against the Brew Crew back in late June. You know, and they've, here's another one. Reds have won 13 of Cueto's last 15 home starts, and they've also won 6 of the last 8 in the series against the Brewers, so I'll go with the Reds, minus about $1.45, which I think is a fair price today as they look to complete the sweep of the Brewers. That'll do it, guys. Good luck to y'all, and I'll catch you again on Monday.